I just noticed this is a really good angle of me. And I just realized um, I recorded videos this past week um, at exactly the length I wanted them to be because the birthday video to Daddy was 5 to 6 minutes, and I was speaking, like chatting on my bed. Then I wanted to say a little bit more um, today, but I didn't want it overall to go above 20 minutes this week. I don't know. I really love to do these pretend shows and then post them um, online for public viewing. I just have this, it's in my blood that I love to show. I love to perform, but on the other hand, um, I really love my friends and family, so I want to protect them and I don't want to expose too much, of my life because that's also exposing the lives of the people I care about. So yeah, I guess I'm still going along my streak of doing all audio or visual recordings in one take, with no mistakes, and going through every item that I planned to present, all within the time limit that I imposed on myself. And I just am continuing right now because this is a really nice angle. And I'm waiting for the videos to join together as a movie on another app. um, well, I mean, this week is, well, in the United States, this week is 4th of July weekend coming up. And I guess the topic right now is the tragedy in Florida that this condo collapsed. And today I was reading Washington Post Worldview, and they were analyzing, um, they were reporting how many construction engineers went to analyze the downfall, and apparently the foundational cause was the fact that the street level pool deck and street level parking garage had bad drainage, and that caused those two places to crumble and fall into the underground basement parking garage. So that was the first cause, and then the second cause was that bad drainage caused the water to weaken the cement, which were slabs of cement going up the building, each floor of cement supporting the column of that floor. And those slabs of cement were suffering from what was called punch shear problem, meaning that the cement had been deformed, perhaps due to the bad water drainage, which may have weakened the cement. That was the next problem. And then the last problem was that the steel bars that vertically go up to support the columns were also rusty, and so they were weakened. That also caused the pressure to push against those cement slabs. Um, so the pool deck and the street level garage went down, and it was a bottoms up failure, which was followed by one part of the condo falling down, the middle building, and it collapsed as like a real, what do you call it? when you try to take down a building, a demolition, it collapses exactly as a intended demolition ought to, because it would go down with the two sides of that building's facade crumbling first, and then the middle of the building would just go down as it fell without disintegrating, and then finally crumbling and imploding right before it hits bottom. And then after that happened, number three was that the east condominium then fell down. So recently I've been reading articles about not how to make buildings, but how they get demolished, which is very, very interesting. And I'm just talking about this live, which is just whatever I had learned on the spot. And now I've just gone beyond 5 minutes. So now what I wanted to post to the public has gone beyond 20 minutes in total, which I feel a little bit bad about, but this is kind of a really nice angle of me, and it's completely unedited. What if I put the camera further up top so you just can't see? Oh, this is an even better angle. Yes, I shouldn't be posting videos of myself like wearing, well, it's actually a real dress, but it looks like a nightie. I shouldn't. And I'm not wearing a bra, which is very impolite. But yeah, I mean, I guess this is like speaking in a real way, as you should to like friends or, to a live audience, still with an intimate taste to it. Although, really the best way to learn to communicate is to work in investment banking for a few years, because my years at Barclays and Goldman Sachs really, teaches people how to communicate. Although if you were to get a job elsewhere and then you were to copy the way I communicate, you probably wouldn't be well served, because it's not likable to always communicate in a business fashion. And it's like, if you're like me, that you have an MBA and you went to Harvard and you worked in investment banking and you were like a salesperson at Goldman Sachs, that you are allowed to communicate in this more friendly manner, because I've done it all already before. I mean, I see some people who try to enter certain types of careers, and then they take instruction from bankers, and it's a different kind of communication, because when you do an investment banking presentation, you start, it's very stuffy. You have to do your executive summary first, and you have to be really, really smart, because if you were, say, on a live TV interview, which I have been, and I did it speaking Chinese, which isn't my most comfortable language, you will get questioned on the spot. And so you actually have to use your brain, and you have to answer questions that might challenge you. And if you answer, on the spot in a way that's not smart enough, then you don't win the favor of anybody you want to win. And anyways, the way we spoke, say, at Goldman and Barclays, was you always begin with an executive summary, which is telling the client or the audience exactly, just, in a couple bullets, what you want to tell them today. And then normally I would go and tell them my, your current situation. How does your situation look? Then I would tell them how I can help you, the solutions that we can give you. Then we tell them sort of where we stand competitively versus, other people who could help you in a similar way. Um, and then we wrap up and we tell them sort of who we are, what we do, what our background is. And that is sort of the way you present yourself. If you really want to sell something, you really want to win the favor of your audience, you have to control the speed at which you talk. I mean, if you speak too quickly because you feel uncomfortable, it's not likable. And yet, if you're thinking too slowly, um, and that's expressed in your thoughts, then that's also not quite acceptable. I don't know if these things come with practice or whether, if you're the right person for it or not. I don't know. I never thought about it because I don't know. Just putting on a show is what I've been trained to do since I was in my teens, and that was always in a professional manner. I don't know. I don't really know because my entire life's worth of training, especially starting in the States, was, presenting myself on stage, doing a show as a musician, followed by presenting myself in a more commercial manner to clients, to audiences, mm, and now presenting myself as a whole comprehensively, um, just taking advantage of all my professional training in uh, presentation to audiences. It's a life's worth of work, and you have to know who you want to learn from. For example, if you were in a job in politics and you try to copy the way somebody spoke decades ago as an investment banker, then you're copying the wrong person. You may be inspired by that person. Um, you may wish you spoke like her, but you're speaking in the wrong context, and so um, it never works. It never works for you. It never you never accomplish your goal. Although I think ultimately it's like a personality trait, a character trait, whether you're able to really access your thoughts, and whether you really have thoughts, and then if you're able to express your thoughts on the spot and not just presenting what somebody tells you to say, and maybe it might take you 2 takes or 3 takes, but rather also on top of that to be able to think on the spot that mm, while you were interviewed you could still answer the person um, with live answers that were really thoughtful, interesting, um, and raises their curiosity. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how we could teach you anything. Um, that would serve. I don't know. But yeah, it's very very interesting how American people communicate. Um, yeah, I don't know. Hmm. I look like I have a lot of makeup on, but actually I don't. Mm, yes. Now it's almost 15 minutes. This particular video has gone on for almost 15 minutes, so I really don't want to um, expose my friends and family too much, which I do every time I speak to the public. But, you know, mm, we all want to present ourselves, so this is kind of like a 4th of July present. Mm. See, this is my apartment when it's completely messy. And so I feel a little bad. Mm. Okay, it's almost 15 minutes. Hmm. It's almost 15 minutes. I have to stop. Okay. Yeah, this is very inappropriate. I'm not wearing a bra. My dress looks like it's a nightie, and so I have to stop. I have to stop. No, just kidding. We'll never stop. But, look. My skin looks like it has a glow, like I put on, you know, the shimmery highlighter, but actually I didn't. And these videos haven't been filtered. I don't put any filter on it. Like, it's just, it's just completely it's completely unfiltered. It's completely just live, everything done in one take. No editing, no special camera equipment. I just hold my phone, and it's even in a bad angle. Right now, my arm's a little tired, so I'm holding it down below my head, which is they say it's the most unflattering angle. But yeah, when we have to do our show, we just do it right away. There's no excuse. You just do it, and you try not to waste too much time and energy by avoiding doing too many takes. And yet this is still another example of me always just making all audio and visual recordings in one take. But also, it's just that I'm playing with my new phone. Samsung S21 with 5G capacity. That's a really good angle of me. I also find the Zoom application to be very flattering on video. Yeah. What else can I talk about to my friends? This is my current setup. I really, really appreciate Amazon.com because all the products I get off Amazon come out exactly as you expect they would from just viewing the items on the website. I got a couple of really helpful things. One of them was the heat neck massage, and it's helpful for my neck pains. It's just a pad. You apply it on the back of the neck, and then you tape it around the front. And then it's a machine that's got electrical waves that come out that apply onto the neck, and it's got the two functions, both heat and vibration, and each function has 5 levels, and I put it at the highest level, which are the 2 red lights, and I get heat waves that go against the back of my neck, and it's very, very comfortable, and it's very inexpensive, so I really like it. And this is how my apartment is looking so far, with often many Amazon items. This is this is my new I got a couple of these, just cushion pillow covers, and I love can you see it? I love the design because it's white and silver, which is sort of the current color scheme of my apartment. Can you see? Here's the curtains, also white. It's silver with, my curtains are silver with like the curtain tie is beige. Then I have this messy canvas painting that I put on the wall, that's from Etsy, but if you go up close it's a little bit messy and it's got too much gray on it. So I went on Amazon, and they have a lot of sort of selections that I like a little better because it's less messy, it's less gray, it's more white, which sort of matches like the marble edges that you can see in many parts of this apartment. I kind of actually, my favorite marble pattern is the ones you can see in my bathroom. You know, just mostly slabs of white with the marble pattern. For a while I was thinking to change my sofa because I got it at a really good price, just from a store in Hong Kong, and I love it because if I were to get this done in the States, you know, like tufted, but with sort of specks of diamond that get stuck onto like each tufted spot. If I were to design it on my own and then manufacture it back in the States, living in the States, it would be much more expensive. Whereas if I were just to get it in Hong Kong and then when I move back to the States, which I can't wait to do, I can just ship it back with me, and probably even then I would have better value. So I was thinking, because this sofa turned out to be too dark, you know, dark gray versus like a light silvery color that I wanted, I was thinking of changing it. I wanted to change my sofas. I wanted to get a beige one instead, still the same design, tufted, and with the specks of diamonds. I wanted it beige, but now I'm thinking maybe not, because if it's beige then it's like towards the it's like closer to gold, and that's a little bit gaudy. So I'll probably stick with this, and then, you know, whichever room these stay in, the rest of the items would be sort of whitish or beige. And plus I have everything going on, you know. Also, you can see that it's actually a shoe rack. You can open it up and put shoes inside, and it's the same color hue, also tufted, and also with see, with the specks of diamonds. I really like it. Yeah, I just feel very comfortable. But anyways, whoops, I'm now almost close to 25 minutes on this video. It's almost 25. So we're gonna stop this video before it gets to 25.